And good morning. It is 19 minutes after 8 o'clock, and joining us in studio this morning from, actually, this is just not our American Legion Post 61 family. Normally we'd say that, but this is just our auxiliary this morning. Lyze and Patti joining us this morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning,
Good
Mike.
morning. Patti, let's move that mic up just a little closer to you, this one right here. That way they can, if you get too far away, they think you're background. So,
Okay.
Good morning.
Good morning.
How's life treating everybody?
Wonderful.
Good.
Great.
Excited. It's a nice day. Weather's good. Can't complain.
Yeah, very nice.
Now, for folks who don't know, these ladies have been busy. They, we meet like as American Legion. We generally meet like the first Thursday of the month and do the meeting part. But pretty much every Thursday, these ladies get together thanks to the fine folks at First United Methodist Church. They let us gather there pretty much anytime we went. Well, we got a place there now. We kind of live there, and we kick our feet. I'm just kidding. But Pastor Larry's like, wait a minute, what are they doing? Hold on.
Wait a minute. Yeah, we got dibs on every Thursday night.
But every Thursday night, the auxiliary gets together and work on sewing projects, which they in turn offer at sales. Right now, the biggest venue, probably the farmers market on Saturday mornings here. But I think it all started with masks originally.
No.
Originally, it wasn't masks at the very beginning? What did it start with?
In the very beginning, my twinsy came from Missouri, and he brought this. I had asked him about poppy fabric because he was working at Joanne Fabrics at the time. And so then when Mark came to one of our meetings, it was a group meeting for all the different family 61.
Okay.
He brought this big bag of all these different poppy things.
Okay, so the poppies got it.
Well, it's not just poppies, but lots of different things. And we made pot holders. People might remember that. Do you still have it? Wonderful.
Oh, yes.
There it is.
Yes, there it is.
Right there. I keep it right here handy.
So we first started with that, and it became Fabric Fun Night. Because we just worked with fabric.
And then they just got crazy. They were making masks and pot holders and
we weren't making the masks in the beginning, actually. Candy
was the one doing all the masks.
But we were tracing. I mean, it wasn't just us.
We were cutting out. We were tracing.
We had Legionnaires
We had a little assembly line.
It was like a whole assembly line.
And the SAL, we had members there. We had Legionnaires there, men and women.
Yeah.
And if you can hold a pen and trace around something or hold a pair of scissors.
There was a job for you.
There's a job for you to do.
Yeah. Although, last time they gave me scissors, it was at the flag retirement. I ended up cutting my finger, so maybe I'm not the one who should be.
And that's the stars that are up there on the battle cross.
Yeah, I don't think they used one of the ones I bled all over, but
I don't think so.
I didn't see any blood.
Well, we had like 1,200 flags to retire.
This is true. Before we get to that thing a little bit, but we kind of like you said, it's evolved, and
so then we started helping with the masks and Candy's Creations.
Yeah,
is a one. She was
kind of the sewing guru.
She is the sewing girl.
And
she does that for a living.
It out to everybody else. Yeah.
And so the reason why these corners are really nice is that we made that a fundamental rule that those corners had to be perfect. So all of us were watching YouTubes. So we were giving her all sorts of advice on what she should be doing.
We need it or not. You were getting
yes.
I'm sure she was just tuning us out a lot of times.
But I got to be honest. I think of all the projects, there are a lot of cool ones. But as far as most practical, useful one, I got to say is the steering wheel
cover. The steering wheel cover.
This is the one that I don't care who you are or how you're into homemade things or not. A steering wheel cover in southeast New Mexico is a game changer.
That's true. That is true. I laughed when I first heard about them. I was like, what?
It's like, really? They're going to come up with a project for anything. But then now you're like...
And now I'm making them. I'm like,
it's like, how did we live life without these before?
Exactly.
Well, being from northern Minnesota, I'm used to things being cold. And this will really make a difference when you go visit your relatives.
Okay, so I never thought. I always thought to keep it cool, but in theory, it could also keep it warm.
Well, it has Insta-Bright in the center.
I didn't think that as a need here, but you're right.
Oh, yeah.
You know, I found out what it was like to have a black leather interior and not have covered parking at work.
Yeah. I think there's a lot of people got tattooed leather marks on their thighs.
Everybody thought it was kind of funny. I was driving home with my wool gloves on because I keep a pair in my purse. Practical, from northern Minnesota.
Sure.
So
now you've got the cover.
Now we got the cover.
Yeah.
And this is in dog tags.
Okay.
And it says USA. So it is leaning more towards the Legionnaires.
Okay.
But we got some really spiffy material from Joann's for Navy and Air Force.
Okay.
And they're vivid.
Nice. Okay.
Very
so all
nice.
the Navy and Air Force fans or vets or, family members, look for some of those to be coming soon here with the new fabric.
We work as fast as we can, but unfortunately
they're in demand.
They are in demand.
Can you do orders? Like if
we do custom orders, and the best way to do it is if you want the front to match the back, then bring us 2 yards.
Oh, okay. So if you say, "Hey, I got the fabric here. You bring me 2 yards, and we'll make it into whatever
bring me 2
fabric."
yards.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And
okay. So if you want something custom, talk to the ladies. Talk to the people at the booth on Saturday, this Saturday, or any Saturday out at the farmers market here, and we'll get that done. They get out there bright and early, 7 a.m. They're going to be out on the courthouse lawn. They're there till about 11 or so. Good news is they don't have a lot of produce from the American Legion table there, so you don't have to get there at the crack of 7 to make sure you get the good produce. Now, I ain't gonna lie, there's baked goods and things. They never make it to 8:30. Usually they're gone by 8:30.
Joy's brownies are
amazing.
Yeah.
I have a little 6-year-old guy going, "Where's the brownies?"
Yeah, those don't make it long. So if you want one of those, you might want to be here at 7. But if you just want to talk about steering wheel covers, or certainly get a ticket for the quilt, which we'll talk about here in a second, you can sleep in a little bit and come on in about 9 o'clock or so. No problem there. But if you want to get everything, get there at 7 a.m. So
yes.
So right now, before we talk about the quilt, what can we cut? The steering wheel covers, is there any other projects that they can purchase right now, or is it all
we have chickens, and I didn't bring one with. I'm sorry, I didn't get it stuffed and sewn. Well, we have had some people that their spouses have passed away, and we have been given these tote boxes.
Okay.
Here, take what's good.
Okay.
And we have been lucky to receive lots of different kinds of fabrics.
Okay.
We have a Legionnaire that donated. She had a custom steering wheel, which is perfect for her vehicle.
Sure. Okay.
Oh, it was just to die for. It was Southwestern.
Oh, okay.
And
it just fit like
off.
I'd say, pardon the pun, like a glove, but technically.
Oh yeah. And while she was there, she found some other really cool fabrics, and so then she brought them in and said, "Here, do what you want with them."
Okay.
And there's enough fabric when you make a little chicken.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So a chicken. All right, a chicken. I gotta know. Are you making like a stuffed chicken?
It's a little chicken.
Okay, like a chicken stuffed toy, plush toy kind of thing.
Each one's different.
Okay. Cool. So they're like
And they have a little beak and a little cone.
Could they be like collector's chickens? Like collect the whole set? Kind of like Beanie Babies?
Well, we tried to go smaller, but that didn't
heads
work out
got
too well.
Big and didn't it?
Yeah. And then that idea, again, was a gift from my twinsy.
Oh, cool.
He said, when he was here for a visit, you could do all this stuff with these scraps. And we're like, oh, duh.
Well, that's the beauty of the...
So you put your stick pins
more heads
into
make
them.
a creative thing.
Or mine, I'm going to put beans in, dried beans.
Okay.
And I'm going to use it as a paperweight at work.
Nice. So really the possibilities are limitless on what you do with it. Could be just a conversational piece. Could be something more functional in your home.
Right.
So,
yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or you could give them to the kids to play with. I'm sure they love them.
They make excellent numbers.
I have to keep
Hey, what are you
mine
doing? Bam. Yeah, you can get them.
My dog likes stuffies. He can smell out stuffies.
Okay.
And he's like
destroys them.
100 pounds. So yeah, and he just goes.
Yeah, you might have to put them on the top shelf for the.
So I don't work on crafts at home.
At least I started. They never finished.
Yeah, they don't get finished. They don't get finished.
But I'm telling you, the steering wheel covers are really practical. They're really handy, and like you said, you can buy what's made there if we have any available at the thing. But if you're like, man, I always wanted my favorite sports team or my favorite military or my
Bring
favorite.
me your fabric.
Yeah, or hey, I've been owning Corvettes my whole life. I want a Corvette one.
I had a request for a BMW.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
And I said, well, I wasn't exactly looking for, but you find the fabric.
Yeah.
You buy it.
And
I'll make it for you.
Yeah. And we
got
we might have some ideas. I mean, of course, Angel at the Calico Cal. Right. She's done a lot of great stuff with the auxiliary.
She's got some fabric.
That's a good place to go searching if you're looking for something particular.
Yes,
she's got you covered.
So Easy Sew has
So Easy Sewing has a bunch of stuff too. Exactly. Yeah.
Which is where you find Candy at.
Yeah. So you'll get either one of those you go to. You're going to get help and take care of. So.
I just bought the stock military type from Hobby Lobby.
Okay.
And then and I understand you can also get things from Walmart.
Awesome. So yeah, they do.
But I got mine from a bunch from Joanne.
Kim's grandmother, when she was still with us, and she'd get her projects. That was where she always made us go. She'd take us to Walmart, and I don't know. I just turned and walked away because it got demanding and this and that. I was like, you know what? This is out of my element. I'm gonna go check out TVs.
I understand.
So I don't know what went on over there, but they were over there doing stuff all the time. But now, if you don't need a steering wheel cover or anything like that, but would love to support the auxiliary and Post 61 family here, about I don't know, 3-4 months ago maybe, you guys completed this quilt. For those watching the video at home here,
not that long. Has it been long ago?
It's been a couple months because I know we've been having it here. Yeah.
But I can tell you when I first started.
She'll do the exact. But
yes.
But this it's a beautiful wall quilt. Yeah, this is meant for the will. That's why it's a little short. It's not meant for really tiny people. It's a wall quilt.
Right.
And of course. Obviously, remembering our fallen GIs. That's what this is honoring them. Yes. But if you notice, there's 4 stars in the corners of this wall quilt. That's what we were talking about earlier. We had a flag retirement ceremony. I believe it was in June. And we retired 1,200 flags or 2,000. Yes. It was a crazy amount of flags.
Yes.
And we of course, what we do.
They didn't let us cut all the stars out of them. They were so mean.
Well, we'd probably still be cutting.
We'd probably still be there.
We'd still be out there in the Post 28 parking lot cutting stars
out. The firefighters were awesome.
Yeah.
They just said, slapped scissors in their hands and they just went it down.
Yeah, but what the auxiliary did was they took 4 of those stars and the stars you keep as keepsakes. We cut the stars out of and then people keep them as a maybe a memorial to a friend or loved one.
You can ask for one on Saturdays at the farmers market.
Yeah, we've got them.
If Commander Lee is there, he's got them in his briefcase because there are a number of people that have them in their wallets and they take it home for their mom or dad to have in their wallets.
Yeah.
Because it means that flag, those stars mean so much.
Mm-hmm. It's a memento. It's a keepsake. It's a reminder of sacrifices and triumphs too. The good stuff.
Well, when you've been outside of the United States, then you start to realize
how good we got it.
We're not perfect because we're human, but it's better than a lot of places.
Absolutely. It's hard to explain to people that have never seen other countries and other parts of the world and understand.
That's true.
Not everybody thinks like we do here.
Well, over there, if you're a goat herder, your son's going to be a goat herder. Your grandson's going to be a goat herder. Here in the United States, I had an uncle who was a sheep herder in Montana. There's all sorts of different things, but I certainly am not one of those.
Well, and I don't want to get political or everything, but if you see the makeup of the world we live in today and you see what's going on in the news and all that, try some of that in any country in the Middle East. Pick one. I don't care which one.
Right.
And see how that fares for you.
No.
And there's the difference between the United States of America and the rest of the world.
That's right.
Pick any Middle Eastern country. I don't care which one. Even the ones that are friendly to us. Try that shenanigan stuff there. See how that gets you. That's why we live in the greatest country.
I'm sorry, I could never shut up and be behind one of those freaking things.
It's really hard for me to sit here and not be spouting off.
Yeah.
Because I could go all day on that.
Absolutely.
We're not going to, but so we're at Farmers Market on Saturdays. Up until it ends.
October 9th or whatever that.
Well, and if the weather is good, it can go longer.
I'm just thinking the weather trends we've been getting this last couple of weeks here, it definitely bodes well for it keeping going. Yeah, absolutely.
We do have a post phone number in case you want to put an order in and for some reason you're not able to make it on Saturdays. And I'll give you that number. It's 575 268 0220.
Okay. Leave a voicemail if you don't get a live person.
Yeah. And we are sponsored by Reineke Medical.
Yeah, Reineke Medical has been great. They've been donating money and helping us. And really, it's great to see when it's one of those things where a small business comes and says, you know what, I like what you guys are doing. I don't have a lot to help with, but here's what I have, and please help. And
they're putting it to the general fund, which makes it so much easier for us.
Flexibility-wise. Yeah, for folks that don't know, and by the way, if you'd like to be a part of the auxiliary, love to have you. You do not have to be a lady.
Absolutely not. We have Vance, and Vance has helped.
Vance needs a male companion in the auxiliary. I'm not going to lie. He would love a second male to be a part of it. But yes, if you're a spouse of a military veteran, or basic,
or a granddaughter,
or in
our case, we just we're getting one that is took a little family history phone call with grandma and grandpa, but we found out that the great grandfather had been in the Army.
All right,
and voila,
qualifies you.
Katie's going to be in the auxiliary.
Yeah. So, but remember, the veteran's not always a male, and so
it is not.
So if your husband is the auxiliary member, or the spouse, and the wife is the one serving, then guess what? You as a husband qualify for the auxiliary.
We always have something for him to do.
Absolutely.
Or the SAL.
And to be honest, the way our 61 family is, we have the main Legionnaires, we have our auxiliary and our sons. But in all fairness, we all work hand in hand. Right. So yes, we have our separate meetings, although we have quarterly together meetings. But when it comes to our events, projects, things like that, it's the 61 family. So if you're a Legionnaire or an auxiliary member or a son of the Legion, you're a part of all of it. You want to come out Thursday nights and help out, please come on out. If you're a son, not an auxiliary, no biggie. Come on out, help, and we're all one family. We all do everything together. The only difference is the requirements of being a part of the different branches, parts of the American Legion. That's really it.
Right.
Now, granted, not all legions run that way. Some legions, they're very separate entities, and they do everything.
But they have their own flavor, each one of them, and I don't care what state you're in. They just have their own local flavor. But for us, community service is,
absolutely.
And if you haven't seen us working and doing things,
well, and
it is definitely community service.
Absolutely.
It is the 4 pillars. It really and truly is.
Yeah, I mean, it started out just even doing, hey, we got some money, let's go buy some turkeys for some people. Hey, we got some money. There's a vet that came through town and doesn't have a place to stay.
Calls.
All right, let's put them up someplace for the night. Oh, we got a youth group that's missing school supplies or needs the domestic violence shelter could use some toiletries. No problem. Let's see if we can get some stuff together. And then it's gotten to even more stuff here with the Memory Lawn Cemetery. We're now we've adopted
and that has its own fund. And so when you graciously donate online, or you drop off a check and you put Memory Lawn in the memo line, that goes into a very specific bank account.
And that's all it's used for.
And that's all it is
expenses
used for.
To cover that.
Is for that,
And we're getting at a pivotal time where things are going to get expensive there. So if people would like to donate, we've got a good handle on the weed whacking and some of the vegetation, cutting that back. But now we're getting to a point where we're dealing with irrigation, planting trees, trying to re-lift some of these grave sites, fill in the dirt, and then tend to the headstones and everything else. So that part starts to get a little pricey. So if folks would really have passion to help out, maybe we'd love to have your physical presence. I mean, we generally they've been doing a lot of Sunday mornings about 8. That's kind of been the go-to for the last couple of weeks. But we'll keep you updated. But if you'd like to go out and volunteer, love to have more backs and hands out there working. But if that's not your thing, but you want to do, please. A donation would be very helpful because they're constantly.
We're just needing help reading the graves. Taking picture of the graves, and of course it gets forwarded to Commander Lee. We have the canopy set up for him at a table, and another person going through the book, and we're trying to get the database completely up to date. And it takes a little bit of work to clear,
compile, and it's a Herculean task, and we're taking one bite at a time to get this done. And
hey, I just picked up the garbage. I got my own little grabby tool. I'm fine. That's my talent.
Well, that's just it. We got great people that roll up and roll up their sleeves and get involved. And whatever your talent is, we can find a place for that. If your talent is just dealing with people and organizing that, God, guess what? We got all kinds of stuff we can help. If your talent is more physical stuff, and no, I'm a crafter, I'm a sewer. No, I'm really good at digging and landscaping, or you know what? No, I'm good at fundraising. I'm good at going out and getting money and all of these things.
And we have Halloween coming up.
Absolutely.
As Jen just reminded me.
Yeah, that's
Halloween.
Oh my gosh. That is coming.
This is dun, 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 dun. I guess we could call it second annual. Would that be a term that we could officially use now?
Yes, it
second annual Halloween event.
Yes.
It will be actually this year. It's actually going to be on Saturday.
It's Saturday,
the 30th. Yes. It will be again thanks to First United Methodist Church. They're kind enough to allow their home to be our home, and we're going to be doing the event once again in their parking lot this year. Expect bigger things. I think I don't have all the details yet, but from what I understanding, it's more than just drive-through this year. They're going to have some stuff you can actually get out and do and things like that. So unfortunately, COVID really limited it to drive-through. This we can do a little bit more this year.
Yeah.
So,
and we're hoping because of the COVID thing not being so rigid and everything that we can actually have the same participation or more than we had last year.
Well, we'd love to maybe you can get out the car and see some of our stuff here. Or maybe, by the time the quilting will be done, but if you want to come, this quilt will be done.
We'll need that drawing
this
will be had by then.
That one will be gone, but we have other stuff coming up.
Yeah,
absolutely. Yes, we do.
Real quick too, can I get you? But anyway, that's going to be it's going to be the Saturday, Halloween Eve, the 30th of October.
Yeah, the posters will be going out.
Yeah, expect everything about.
Will be going around asking businesses to please donate because
we need candy.
We need candy.
Yeah.
Yes, lots of candy.
Not just candy to help with sewing, but actual candy we eat.
Well, we have to,
exactly.
And we have to buy the Ziploc, the little Ziploc bags.
Ziploc.
Yeah, because that's you got to make the whole sanitizer. And we got the whole glove
thing and the.
You guys had quite a system last year for that.
We did.
So we reinstitute that again this year.
Yes, we will do it again this year.
But that again, that's going to be, and again, it'll be on October 30th, that Saturday before Halloween.
Yes.
Probably
figure around 6-ish, about 5.
We're going to try to
dark.
Yeah, when it dark. Usually try to get it underway 5-ish, a little after.
But we'll come on, and once we get closer, we'll give the official times to it. But plan on it dark around between that 5-6 o'clock hour somewhere in there. It'll get underway and go till about 8 o'clock that night.
Yeah.
So
keep an eye out for the witch.
That's right. Keep it and also if you like I said if you'd like to donate candy, things like that'd be great because we're going to be giving away a ton. And
we'll need that ahead of time.
It's
so
true.
Again,
you don't bring it to the event. Give it to us.
Please give it to us before. So please call 575-268-0220.
You know where I think is a good spot if you're coming out to the farmers market on Saturday to pick up a steering wheel quilt or get a ticket for the $5 for the quilt. Drop off a bag of candy while you're there too. That'd be an amazing thing. That'd be very helpful. So please, or come out to our meetings, or come out if you actually go to First United Methodist Church around 6:30 on a Thursday. Odds are pretty good you'll find some folks there.
At 5:30 we do not necessarily potluck because we've got and I'm one of them multiple allergies. So we bring our own sandwich or whatever. And at 6 o'clock we dig in and start. We're usually sewing And we finish up. We're done and out of the building at 8:00.
Okay.
I mean, there's usually one of us watching.
So anywhere from like 5:30 to 8 Thursday nights, if you come by the church and drop off
At
candy,
the parking lot,
there'll be
That'd be
somebody
great.
out there to
Yep.
receive it. But and of course, like you said, you can call the number Lizzie gave
Right.
here, or if you're a Facebook user, we do have an
Which
American
I'm not.
Legion Post 61 Facebook page. Shoot a message on there. We'll have no problem getting it.
RoswellLegion.org.
Yeah.
It's 3 L's.
That's our website.
RoswellLegion.org.
Yeah, if you go to our website there, you'll find a way to contact us.
You'll
there.
find everything
Right.
you ever wanted to know on that.
I'd say you could fill out an application for a scholarship, but we just finished that, and that's
Yes.
not there. But we're going to be doing it again here real soon, and we'll start steering
She was
you back
so
there.
excited when she got the call. I was there.
Yeah,
at
you
the
know, it
time.
was funny because we talked about it yesterday. We didn't release her name.
Right.
Do we
Right.
have her name now? Do you have it handy? I don't have
not
it.
have-
Okay, I have to go look it up. Maybe. Hey, Jen, text Lizzie's name.
No. I want to talk about my battle cross. I'm so proud of this thing.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
really, truly am.
But congratulations to her. Yes, go, before we do, actually, talk about this, but I want to transition before you guys go. I want to talk quilting for valor, because that's something else you
Yes.
guys are,
Oh, yes.
are a part of
Yes.
as well. And
Again,
so maybe
thanks
we can
to my
tie-
twinsy,
Yeah.
is the Quilt of Valor. We'll be signing up. We could really use a sponsor for this because it's spendy to sign up to.
Okay.
So that we can direct where the Quilt of Valor goes
Okay.
to. Quilt of Valor is an actual organization.
It's a national organization.
And you have to sign up for it.
Right.
And basically, you have ladies and people like this that like these fine ladies here that basically they'll make a quilt,
Yes.
and the quilt goes to a family member of a fallen soldier,
Right.
As a comfort, as a token of our appreciation. It's a small gesture, but it has a great impact. It's I don't know the origins of how this organization started, but
There's a story there online.
But it's
Worth reading.
It's a really great story, and they've been doing this, helping families. And so the Post 61, the auxiliary, the family, we have a local connection here with the Quilts for Valor. We're working together, making the quilts, or working on getting our quilts and making that a part of the regular part of the Legion.
Right.
I do not know how to say this name. Tanya Rodriguez.
Tania Rodriguez or Tanya
Yes.
Rodriguez, congratulations. She's a veteron. Or not veteran, she's active duty. She's
actually a veteran.
I'm sorry. She's a veteran.
She is a veteran. She is out now, and she's
Doing nurses.
going to school to be a nurse.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
she wants to complete her nursing degree at Eastern, if I
she was
remember
so
right.
excited.
Yeah. She's
She was.
I'm glad
She's
she's
going to be
excited.
joining us.
Oh, good.
Yes.
Well, good.
This is so exciting because
Hopefully
she's
she
going to
got
become a
time between
Legionnaire.
going to school and working and all the other stuff you got going on.
And Commander Lee said, we're not going to. You need to focus on school.
And let us help you do that.
And we just request that you be there once a month.
Yeah, come in the meeting.
And I hope I don't misspeak, but I think he was going to find a way that we would sponsor her. Not we as a family would sponsor her
get her some help.
membership.
Oh, cool. I like it.
Yes.
I like
because
that.
that is $50.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that we would be able to do that, but it would just be really awesome to have her there as a reminder of why we're doing the hard work that we're doing.
Well, and I got a feeling just again, I've never met her. I've just read the thing.
I have.
But you can tell from the cut of her jib, just in her paper and her veteran, that she's a dedicated person.
I haven't read it yet.
And I read it last week.
Did you really?
It was really good. And but you can just tell by the cut of her jib that she's a person that the stuff that when they're always trying to better themselves, but always willing to help other people when they need to, and you can kind of see that's the kind of stuff she's made of, and I think we did a great award. It was a good match, and I'm glad that she is going to be able to use that to complete her degree or help get her degree completed, and now if we get to have her be a part of our family. That's a win-win.
The money goes straight to the school.
Yes.
So.
Absolutely. So look in the future here as we announce some more on that. All right, let's talk to us about the battle cross. Give me the skinny on this quilt. Again, $5 for this ticket for the drawing for this. Buy stuff the box. I don't care. Buy 50 tickets. I don't care. That's the
I have
whole
lots
idea.
of tickets. Lots of tickets in here.
The drawing for this will happen, I believe, on the 10th. It's
15th.
after the 15th. It's after.
Yeah.
It's after the farmers market is completed here, and when we do it, then we'll do the drawing. But you can get tickets on every Saturday out at the farmers market. You can also get tickets out at the Eastern New Mexico State Fair this year. We're going to have a booth out there at the fair.
Yes.
You can buy tickets, among other things, there too.
It will be staffed
opportunities.
by family members that have graciously volunteered because we're not going to be in Roswell.
Sure.
So we need all the help we can get, and a number of people were kind enough to say that they would help donate. Be in the commercial building.
Yes.
I just brought the tickets there yesterday.
Okay.
And got as far away as from the stage as possible. So we'll be able to have people
quieter.
hear us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So tell us the battle cross. Tell the story behind this. Other than what
I don't know about the battle cross itself.
Okay, but I mean this particular one.
particular one.
Yeah.
Well, Candy had brought a number of panels for us to choose from,
Okay.
and this was chosen first.
Okay.
And what's funny is that Joey's son has that tattooed on the back of his calf.
Oh, okay.
And so we always laugh about this as being Joy's
A reference to
and
that.
I keep telling her, well, if you buy all the tickets, then you can.
You have a chance.
But
to win.
the
That's one way
accountant,
to-
the accountant
one way.
in me says, you just buy tickets, honey. So she has. And then
Cool.
so the blue, there's the red and the blue square around it. That's the end of the panel. And then from there, we learned how to place it. And this is all group think. This is
Yes.
not any one individual's
Sure.
ideas.
It's a bunch of heads putting them together to put
Exactly.
this together.
Oh, yeah. And if we couldn't come to a complete agreement, it waited a week.
Well, that's
right.
I'm about to say there's good and bad with that.
Yes.
Things don't get done quickly, but it may get done
That is-
nicely, but not always
Yeah,
quickly.
exactly.
True. And I had to go home and check out my construction boots from a previous life in order to realize that we needed to sew along the bottom of
The soles.
Of the soles. Yes, that's the word.
So-
to get.
So, and this is where my naivete and all that is. All that basically created from the cabeza, or is there a pattern that they follow?
There's no pattern.
That's what, because my mom did crochet and all that, and she always had patterns and things. So
Right.
that's where I'm like, that's where it's really tricky. It's not like you bought a kit and it says you need a. This is
No.
all right. How do we make this image onto fabric, and how do
Right.
we do that? And so,
Right.
So that's
Yeah.
the part that's pretty cool. This wasn't like a follow the instructions and do it. This is we're creating something from scratch. So
Yeah.
Right, and we were following, well, of course, we had YouTube, but then we also had the great ladies over at So Easy Sew who make quilts, and they have that long arm thingy over
Right.
there.
Oh yeah.
And we were just garnering advice from anywhere that we could get it.
Right.
And Candy was filtering it through to what her machine would do.
Right.
Makes sense.
So, and then thank goodness for video calling, because I was able to call my twinsy and go, is this what you were talking about?
Well,
So
it's
then we
beautiful.
finally got there, and then we got to the stars, and then it was like, oh my gosh.
I know. I think we spent a lot of time on the stars
We
because
wanted
we
it to
didn't
be
have
right.
the right stars. We
So you had to
couldn't find
guesstimate.
them.
Yeah. Okay.
And we were like, well, this one's pretty close to what we want, but
Well, I brought my cookie cutter in, and it was the
yeah.
closest thing
And I
that we
brought
had.
one in too. Mine
I
is
gotcha.
too big.
But then someone said, why don't we use the stars? And then we quick got those.
It's like brilliant.
And then we
Yeah.
were like trying to leave the blue behind it,
Sure, to give it that
To give
feeling
it that
Oh,
yeah.
push.
And as I say, it's groupthink, and if we couldn't come to an agreement, it sat for another
That's
week.
right.
So
Well, it looks it's amazing. It was it looks I'm sure if you just bought something like that outright, you could easily spend hundreds of dollars on it.
well,
you
there's
would.
there's a
would.
reason. I did go to one of the websites, and it says, why do we charge X amount of dollars
Yeah.
for quilts? And usually that price has
Sure.
a very good comma in it.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And the reason is that even if you took minimum wage, the amount of hours that are put into that,
Yeah. I would guesstimate. I know we did this
I
number.
have no
Yeah, I know we talked about it, and I don't think we came up with a number, but
No.
it's very. You say that all the time, but when I was over in the Grand Canyon this summer and got to tour some of that. I was at some of the stores and shops and things there, and of course, one of the things is the Native American blankets that they sell that are handmade by the natives.
Yes,
and it was very much what you were saying about like the quilting, same kind of thing. It's like, why are these so expensive? And they go through the looms and the hundreds of hours it takes. Just the plants they acquire to get the right colors for it is so labor intensive, and quilting's very much the same way.
And that is just like, to me, isn't so much harder than, well, we just had all these different fabrics, and then it was, as I say, group think, because we were doing this, and so we already have the next one planned out, and we took a picture of it.
Nice. So you're ready for round 2.
Right.
Next year.
Yeah.
We're getting ready for round 2. We're working up the minutes.
We're working up to it, yes.
So I am suggested that I remember that the November, I forget the day. It's the Veterans Parade.
Yes. It's the 6th, I think, is the actual parade.
I think so. That's right, yeah.
It's the Saturday before Veterans Day, and I believe it's the 6th, if I remember right.
Yeah. I think
we're actually having a meeting tonight. 6 p.m. a planning meeting here.
Awesome.
If
it's open to the public.
It is. Call ahead when you get at the door, because
yes, I saw the sign.
That door is not open to the public. So you'll have to be let in. So
so on the battle cross, what you cannot see is that, and I have the dry cleaner thing because everybody wants to touch it, and I knew that would be a problem.
But you don't want to. You want to.
But it's puffy in all these different places around on the flag, on the red and
that's
the white.
The quilting part,
right? Yes, is the batting in between, and when you're actually feeling it, even through the plastic, it's just neat.
It still feels poofy. I've touched it. I touched it.
I'm gonna find a teacher.
Oh, I've been hit. I got a teacher. I married one.
That's true.
Very good. Well, we're out of time. I just saw the time here. But again, please come out Saturday. Again, beginning at 7 a.m. Every Saturday morning until 11. Come out to the farmers market. Please, $5 will get you an entry into the drawing for this quilt.
Yes.
Please put in your orders for the steering wheel covers. Come out to the Halloween event on the 30th of October.
The Eastern New Mexico
State Fair. Come look for our booth in the commercial building, and of course, if you want to be a part of our American Legion family, come see us.
We'd be happy to have you join us.
If you served in the military, you're a spouse, a spouse
or an Army brat like me.
Yeah, a brat, or if you're the son of a person that served in the military, you qualify for any of one of our parts of our family. So, well, thank you, ladies.
Thank you, sir.
Well, thank you.
You weren't the scariest I thought you were.
I say it wasn't so bad, right? We build it up in our head, and at the end of the day, it's just us doing what we do anyway. So we just.
Well, you're always afraid of saying something really stupid, and the whole world's going to hear it. So
that's why I do it, so you don't have to worry about it. I say all the dumb things, and then they like, gee, what Mike said, and they forget what you said.
That's how it works. You save us from our
That's right. I go dumber. You go low, I go lower.
Yeah, I don't do the lower.
Yeah, that's true. Thank you, ladies.
Well,
Appreciate
thank
it.
you
We'll see you
very
next time.